Till now, we have written all our code in single file, right? But in real world application, that approach does not work. Okay. Today, I will show you how developers organize the code using modules. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to day 14. In previous session, we learned functions, right? Now we are moving to next important concept is modules in Python. And what is modules? That introduction I have given right in real world application, that approach does not work. We haven't written all our code in a single file. Okay, in real world scenarios, we haven't write all the code in single file. We have to segregate those files. Okay, that concept is called modules. And yeah, let's get started without any wasting time. What is module? A module is a Python file, right? A module is a just a Python file that contains functions, variables, or class. Module is nothing but just file, whatever we written file, and we have to save the dot py file, right? That is called modules. What is module? A module contains a module is a Python file that contains functions, variables, and our uh, classes. This is nothing but a module. Okay, definition I have explained. A module is just a Python file. That Python file contains functions, variables, classes. That is nothing but a module. Why this is very advantage? I will explain you. One Python file equals to one module. We called as one module. For example, in real scenarios, a simple example I will tell you. Okay, I have to write mathematical operation, add, subtraction, some function I have write on file, and I have to save and I have executed. Okay, tomorrow in future, I want to request same operations, same other definitions, add operation I want, subtraction I want, same operation I want. Even even I want to require to again I rewrite the code in that file. No, right? Already I have written on file that mathematical operation. Just I have to import that file. I haven't rewrite that code again and again. This is very code consuming, right? I mean, code consuming, right? A lot of code is a lot of duplicate code is writing again and again. This is not good approach, right? By using modules, just wherever is required, same requirement, then why not required? Why we haven't used that module? Just to import that module, and you have to use whatever you want. Okay, whatever you want. That is called module. Let's create one simple example. If you create, for definition sake, I will. If you create a file called like this, calculator, calculator.py, calculator.py. This is the file. This file is nothing but a modules. This file is nothing but a modules. Okay. Why module? Next. Already I discussed why module, but again, for definition sake, I will explain again. Why module? Everything is one file. Without modules, without modules, without modules, everything is single file, right? In one single file. And code becomes messy. Even 5,000, 10,000 lines I have to write and I have to save that on single file. Even 5,000 function, 10,000 function, add one file means that is quite messy, right? If you give other person to validate, he or she are might confuse. Okay, 5,000, 10,000 kind. That is not good, right? And difficulty, why difficulty to manage. I already explained, right? He or she is not difficult. I mean, he very difficult to manage those things. And with the modules, clean code, very clean code, and reusability, wherever you want, just import that function. That's it. Reusable functions, easy maintenance, easy maintenance, maintenance. Understood, right? Just clean code. You are writing some clean code. Just we have to save and we have to import wherever I want to require. And reusability functions. Wherever I want to require, then I have to reuse this code. And easy maintenance. Easy maintenance. In real projects, code is always divided into multiple files. In real projects. In real projects, code is always into multiple files. Understood? And creating a module. How to create a module? Creating a creating a module. How to create a module? Just simple, sir. We have already learned these things, sir. Just we have to write on file, save that file, and reuse that same file to another file. That is called module, right? Just we have to use mymath.py. My file name is mymath.py. Right, add operation a comma b, return a plus b, a plus b. Next, def subtraction a comma b, return a minus b. This is one file, and my main another file I have to create main.py. This is the main file. I have to import that previous file. Just I have to how to import. Just import keyword is there. Just I have to use import keyword. Whatever I want to import file, that just I have to add that my math, right. That file. That's it, sir. My math. And whatever you want to call, can call print my math dot add function I want. Just have to call. That's it. And you want to call subtraction also. My math that subtraction. Subtraction. Just I have to call 20 comma 10. Okay. Now you understood, right? My math is different file, and that different file just I have to import my math function, and just I have to call whatever functions are there. But make sure note point, these do I mean this file and this file, we have to keep it as same folder. Okay, if you have different folder means just you have to import that folder as well. If you understood, right? For example, I have created a Python YouTube program, D drive Python YouTube programs. Those files stored in same folder, then directly you can import my math. Okay, if this file is there in separate folder, then that folder also you have to mention. Okay, we have to write 1 minute. Can you write this program? Okay, the program just I have to use Visual Studio Code. Code hyphen and dot. This is the Visual Studio Code, and how to install Visual Studio Code, how to run first program that I already explained in the day. First day. If you haven't watched that video, please watch that video. If you are not sure about how to install Visual Studio Code, those things. Just I have to create a Python. 1 minute I have to extend Python YouTube programs. Just I have to create one file mymath.py. mymath.py. What we have to written code? Just this is right. Just we have to add that code. That's it. And another file I want to create main.py. Main.py. Just I'm calling that. Just I have to import that my math. Just I have to import that my math and I have to run that. Why again it is coming my math? Okay, no. Just I have to call whatever my math file under my math file under there are my math function, my add function and subtract function is there, right? Just I have to call those functions. That's it. Okay. We can run this program whether executed or not. We'll check. How to run Python main.py. Trace back. Module not found. No module named as my math. My math. What is the issue? Import my math. May math. Where? Okay, okay. Spelling is mistake. My math. Yeah. Mistakes are man's. Mates perfect, right? Yeah. See, it is coming 30 10, right? I haven't write any code, any functions for add subtraction here, right? Just whatever I have written the code, add function, subtraction, just I have to call. I have to reuse those functions, my another file. That is the advantage of what? That is the advantage of modules. That is the advantage of modules. Okay. Okay. Then while importing, my math is the long name. Okay, some files are very long, right? My math 1 2 3 4 are there are last 2024 date something. If this long name is coming, right? Okay, that long name we have to call everywhere means that is also not readable, right? Not good, right? That's what we have to use aliasing name. Aliasing names, aliasing name means just short name, right? For example, in case my name is Venkatramna. Okay, everyone call is some aliasing Venki or Venkat, something everyone call it. That is aliasing. Okay, we have to use alias as M. M. Okay, I have to use M. Wherever I have to call that my math, just I have to instead of my math, just I have to call M. That's it. S- this is save the time, right, by using alias name. Okay, whether this program is executed on, we'll check. See, same output 30 10. This is the aliasing names. Okay. Next, our next concept. Now, I hope you understood what is the module and what are the advantages of module. Next, from keyword. Next is the from keyword. What is the advantage of from? Okay, just I am writing one example. I will explain you. From my math import add import add print add of 5 comma 3. Okay. Okay. Why? What are the advantages of from keyword means? For example, here my math.py. How many functions are there? Add, subtraction. There are two functions are there. Tomorrow my requirement is I want to I want one requirement only add operation I want. I don't want subtraction. I don't want a remaining operations or a remaining functions. I don't want just one function I have to use on that file. Okay, then you have to use that. If I call that entire mymath means all functions, whatever there in mymath, in all functions will execute it, right. It will call that all functions. Okay, this is very time consuming, right. For example, in this file there are 100 functions are there. 100 functions if you call means how much memory wasted, right. But in real case, I don't want all functions. I want only one function. That's what I have to import. Remaining function, I don't want to call all things. Why unnecessarily memory, CPU, and time wasted, right? In that type of scenario, just we have to use from keyword. Whatever I want to function in that file, I want to call that function in that file. Just I have to call by using from keyword, just from my math import add function, import add function, import add why import add function. Just I am importing. Here it is, I can comment print add 2 comma 3. Okay, whether this program is executed on, we'll check. Yeah, 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. Okay, now I am calling same subtraction. Whether this is executed or any error will come, we'll check. We have subtract, but basically we haven't called any subtract method here. But we'll check. We haven't add any subtract function here. But I am calling subtract method. Whether it is executing or any error, we'll check. See, immediately that name error will come. Name subtraction is not defined. Did you mean some? It is coming. I have written in my math, I have written that function, subtract function, I have written, but I haven't called in the main. If you have called subtraction, just we have to add sub. Now we will check whether it is executed or any error. It is coming, right? That is the advantage. If you want a particular function, if you want to call particular function, then you have to use from keyword and file name, import whatever you want functions. Here also you have to use alias names. Just add you want. Add is if you call 100 times in this file, Every time you have to call add means that is also right. Instead of add, that's it, right? Just wherever add is there, you have to call a. Yeah, that's it. We'll check whether it is executed or not. Yeah, understood, right? Now I am calling only a means add. I'm not calling any subtract method. That's what it is not coming -1. Okay, this is the advantage of from keyword, from import keyword. No need to write module name right every time. What is the advantage of from keyword? No need to write module name every time. Okay. And next, import alias name. Import alias name. Alias name already I explained, right? What is the advantage of alias name? We can use short name for convenience. Okay. Now we understood, right? What is modules? Okay. Next, some projects will do real time projects. Real time projects. Calculator.py. Calculator.py. Def add a comma b. Return a plus b. Def multiple or multiply a comma b. Multiply means what? Operators. We already explained. Okay, we are already familiar that operators a into b. A into b. Okay, calculator day. Okay, if you want to write um, division, subtractions, up to you. You can practice after you watch this video. You can practice some other modules. But example sake, I have to return only add and multiply. And next main.py. Main.py. Just I am importing calculator, calculator module, print, edition, calculator dot add. Okay, if any name is long name, then what we can use? Aliasing. Just CAL. Mm. CAL dot add 10 comma 20. Print multiplication. Cal dot multiply. Just 10 comma 20. Understood, right? Calculator dot py and main dot py. Can we execute this program? Yeah, of course. Instead of my math, just rename it is calculator. Calculator. CLCULATOR. Calculator dot py. Yeah, okay. Import calculator. Yes, cal. See, addition is 30, multiplication is 200. 20, 10 comma 10 20 is a 200, right? Okay, our first real time project is done. Now you understood, right? Where we can use modules, why we are calling, I mean, where we can, how we can call that modules. Okay, tomorrow, not only two functions, 1,000 functions are there. Okay, those 1,000 functions. Okay, if you required just 10 functions, how we can call that, but only particular 10 functions. Now you understood, right? Even I want to call only particular function means what we can import using what? From keyword, right? Just from keyword we can call or we can use from keyword. Now you understood, right? Next, one more real-time projects we can discuss. Second real-time project. Mm, just a login system. Login system. File name is auth.py. Def login user comma password. User comma password. If user equals to admin and password equals to Winky1234, then what? Return login successful. SUCC successful. Otherwise, return login fail. Just next, wherever I want to require my file main.py or app.py. Instead of main.py, we can use app.py. Just I want to import auth print auth.login auth.login. Just I am providing user is admin, password is Winky 1234. If this program is successfully executed or any error, just we discussed, right? Two, three programs we discussed and explained. Based on your assume this program is executed or any error will come. Because just I want to write one function, login function. Just I have passed two arguments. One is user password. If user is equals to means it is comparison. Is equal to operator means comparison. Whatever you are providing user and this name is equal. This condition is satisfied and password also whatever you are providing password and this one is equal, then both conditions are satisfied, then login successful. Okay, if both conditions are not satisfied, then login failed. It is coming right. Just I am importing, I have to pass it two arguments. Okay, Just we have to write that program r.py. Just r.py. I have copy paste this program and app.py next. Yeah, .py where? Okay, just I want to execute this. What program, what file I am executing? R.py or main.py? Sorry, app.py. App.py, right? Just I'm calling that auth function in the app.py file. Okay, Python app.py. See, login successful. Okay, just I have to remove y. For this, what it is coming? Login failed because I have given wrong username. Sorry, password. Okay. Now I hope you understood what is okay. This whatever tell me okay r.py. Here, yes, so many areas I have to use login. In for example, I want to develop an application. That login is required so many areas, right? That login system. I mean the login system, I mean login page, so many areas I required. For example, admin page, user page, customer page. There are so many in that application. There are so many sections are there. Every section I want to require login authentication. Okay, everywhere I have used this code means duplicated code, right? Why I am using duplicated code? This is unnecessarily memory usage and time also consuming, but not user friendly, right? Not that much good. Okay, just I have to write one file. I have to use that file anywhere, wherever I require that login function. Just I want to call this file. That's it. Okay, that is the beauty of module. Okay, that is the beauty of module. Now we understood, right? Everything what we have explained. Mm, that's it, guys. What is module? Common reusable functions and stored in any files, and we can call that file in anywhere. Okay. Modules are like a team. Our team is there, right? Modules like a team. Each file handles one responsibility. Okay. Module is a cricket team. Okay. Every team member or every cricketer responsible that that whatever our goal win, right? Every team member is responsible that goal, right? Goal means win that match. Everyone is responsible that target that score or whatever. That is called an module. Okay. Note just whatever we discussed last thing, just note points. What is module? One file equals to one module. Next, what is that one? Use import to access module. To access module. Use from keyword. From import keyword for direct access. Instead of calling that whole file, just I want to direct access. I mean, I want to call direct one function. Then we have to use from import. Use alias for simplicity. Simplicity. Okay. Today we learn about what things, what is module, why modules are important, how to create and use modules. Real world examples we have to done 2 3. Okay, that's it, guys. Practice this concept, very important for real projects. Okay. If you have watched or if you like this video, please comment day 14 if completed. Okay. Please like, share, subscribe if you like this video. See you in day 15. Bye bye. Good day.